Yo, what's up guys? It is Unstoppable Luck here with a bit of a different video today. I've just been getting a ton of comments from a bunch of you guys asking sort of how I edit my videos. It's considered to look very difficult. It's not actually very difficult at all. When you break it down to the very basics, it's a layer of text with some memes underneath it, and it sort of creates the effect, I guess, to some of you that I have a certain font that incorporates the memes into the font and everything, but that's not what it is at all. So I hope that this can sort of clear some things up for you guys. So it sort of shows the process of also how I edit, and I edit in Sony Vegas Pro 10, and I guess I should just explain my whole setup for everything right now. So I have my Xbox that goes to a capture card, which I use the Hauppauge HD PVR 1212, which was really popular sort of back in 2008 and 2009, because it was really the only HD PVR that could record the Xbox in 720p back then. And I do have an Elgato. This is sort of the embarrassing thing. I bought it on Cyber Monday, and it was about $60 off. So I thought I would get an Xbox One at the same time. While I thought they would drop price, but they didn't drop as much as I wanted them to, and they're still pretty expensive, so I haven't got around to getting one yet. And from what I hear, they're not as entertaining as the 360, just because not a lot of people have transitioned over to them yet, and it's just a lot of people say that they are a very stubborn console, and it limits you to a bunch of stuff you can do, just because it's harder to record game chat. Apparently, you need to buy like a USB microphone, and then get a different microphone to record what comes out of that, pulls out of the Xbox, and I'm just not ready for that right now. That's a whole lot of money to spend just to record something separate. But I don't know, I'm still waiting for sort of that big price drop type thing, so I can hop on there and hopefully be able to continue Minecraft over there. And just because I feel like it might be a lot less laggy, I'm hoping, because the Xbox One can handle a lot better graphics, so TNT hopefully won't lag it. And as I keep going, maybe I'll be able to do that, but not right now for sure, just because they're still they're about 400 to get the bundle with the Kinect, and I don't really want the Kinect bundle, because I see myself not wanting to play the Kinect games, or having the Kinect have voice commands on the Xbox, because that could go very bad. I don't see it as something I want to have happen. So this is sort of the part of the video where I'm doing a bit of subtitles and a bit of memes. Normally I do all the subtitles all the subtitles at the same time, and you sort of see me changing the font size and deleting the font and changing the timeline. That is me sort of syncing the text to pop up and disappear on the screen at the right time. And if there are any other Sony Vegas users, 9 to 11 or 12 or whatever number they're on now are all pretty compatible. There's just minor features that make things easier, and I try and stay pretty consistent with my editing on every video. Some videos might be a bit have a bit more editing and everything than others, but there's a consistency that I'm trying to go for, and this is how it's really done for me, anyways. So I want to say the subtitling. If I do straight subtitling and don't do any fancy text, and I'll add the uh, growing text and everything later, or whatever I do, then I would say for uh, video of, I want to say an average of 10-minute video, subtitling can take anywhere from uh, about, shoot, this is difficult because it actually depends on how much the people are talking and how many voices I subtitle. So if I'm subtitling one specific voice and uh, of a 10-minute video lasting that much, then subtitling takes around for a 7 to 10 minute video. I normally spend about, I would say, 4 hours subtitle, 4 hours subtitling, minimal, is what seems to have occurred, just because I like to get every little bit done. And normally I add the memes at the end, but there's some parts where I just have a meme pop up instead of the subtitle, where I don't really need both text and the meme, because so I normally do the memes at the end. I try and just get a bunch of the subtitles done at the same time, and I try and get the positions done of the memes at the end. And the thing with doing the text over top of the memes is you can have video layers, so it's sort of a lot like Photoshop in a way, just for video editing, where you can have like I have my text at the bottom right now, and my the pictures over top, but then at the very end I normally just move the font to the top, so then it's all corrected. And then I probably edit in a very inefficient way, because I can't guess where I want the text to be in Photoshop, so I sort of just move I don't have a default spot where I put my pictures when I turn them into PNG files on Photoshop, so what I end up doing is I have to make more work for myself and sort of drag them where I want them to be in a more precise area, so drag them down to the text, but it's not really at that part of the video yet, so that's another thing, is I'm trying to post out one trolling or griefing video a week, and I've been meeting some close ties. I try and have one out on Friday, but for the past week or two I've been like 1 or 2 days late just getting it out, because I've been really busy with with my job. And I probably haven't, a lot of you probably don't know this, but I do have a full-time job in a construction company, so it sort of takes up a lot of time, just because you don't it's one of the jobs where you don't really control the hours you work, and you just have to work as they need you. So sometimes that's really good, and just because it's a lot of money than you expect on paychecks sometimes, just because it's a lot of hours being put in, and you sort of lose track after a bit. But sometimes it's bad in the way, because it's bad because well, it takes up a lot of time, and I don't get enough time to edit the videos, so then they become late, and then I don't meet what is my very poor upload schedule of trying to get one done per week. And the other thing that sort of happens is I don't get the reaction I want. I feel like I've created such a threshold for my channel that is what a reaction suitable for my channel should be, and when I don't get that or they just don't react how I want to, I have to go find someone else to go goof off on their Minecraft world for. So that sort of is the downside to having the type of videos I do. Sort of locking myself in there is I don't really have the freedom to do what I like, to branch off into anything else, or not that I've ever tried. I mean, I see myself as a reaction channel, and I enjoy it and everything, but it's just with the amount of time it takes me to do editing and put all the memes in place and everything, and right here I'm sort of cropping, and I'm trying to get better at editing and sort of try and one up every video I make, and just make the editing better and better, because I want to become a better editor. And I know I'm actually probably really bad at it compared to some of the people that do montage editing. If you watch time lapses of what they do, it's pretty insane, because they'll have like 6 different effects on the screen that all work together to make one really cool effect. And what I'm doing is just sort of it only takes a lot of time to edit, because of it only takes a long time just because of subtitling takes a long time, and then adding the memes in is just sort of a bit of extra. And yeah, this is sort of what I'm talking about. I place all my PNGs sort of at the middle of the screen, and so every time I have to reposition them, so that takes a bit of time, just because I'm probably not the fastest with using a mouse to edit, or just at editing in general. I sort of have to think everything through as I'm doing it, which I really don't know if I'm an average speed editor for the type I do, because really all there is, the best people to compare my editing, what I try and imitate, is sort of what Merc Music and Aftermath Reclaimer do, and a lot of people refer to it as copying, and in a lot of ways it is. I completely agree with you. I am copying them, but not for the reason to be like them. I'm doing it because I want my videos to stand out like they're trying to do right now. And I feel like if I didn't edit the way I do, then I wouldn't I would be compared to them as being that guy that sort of tries to post more videos out more frequent but doesn't edit, and I would just be a channel that pretty much clips the videos to the parts I find entertaining and uploads, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I wanna, if there's an aspect I can do to make anything one step more entertaining, then I try and do that. And oh god, my dog. One sec. So I try and do that, and sometimes it's difficult because I guess Sony Vegas is sort of a stubborn program to edit in, but I didn't know that when I was purchasing it, and I just only saw a lot of really good, I guess, tunnel-visioned reviews, because when people buy something to review, I guess they don't want to make it seem like they wasted their money, and the only reason I'm saying it's not really the best program to edit on is because I do have a lot of issues with it not being able to sort of handle the amount of text or PNG files being put onto the screen or placed into the editing program. So that sort of creates it to where I have to sometimes I have to render out the video minute by minute. I think I had to do that, but I didn't cut me recording me rendering a video, because that would be a lot more boring than it needs to be. So pretty much what I would have to do is I would render out the first minute of this video so Sony Vegas doesn't crash, and then I create a new Sony Vegas file where I paste it in, and then I'll have to render out the second minute, then the third minute, and keep doing that until it's the full video. And I think that's about it. That's pretty much sums how I make my videos. I don't know if you guys found this interesting or helpful or not. Hopefully you might have. Just so you know, it does take time to make these. Yeah, I hope I answered some questions. Thanks for watching, I guess.